Hello, hello, hello. You are with Chosen T, and I'm excited to talk to you today. And it's pretty cold outside, but I'll be brief to say what I have to say. Mainly, I want to talk to you all about the spiritual gifts, what the spiritual gifts is all about. I'll talk to you all about that. But I just want to talk more on who can receive those spiritual gifts. According to 1 Corinthians chapter 12, you see that that God released those spiritual gifts to all believers. So if you're a believer of Jesus Christ, you at least have one of those gifts. You may not detect it, you may not know that you have it, but at least you have one of them. Okay? And you have to have the desire. It's more like you being able to want something and it's been released. So if you don't want it, it's not going to be released to you. So basically, that's what it is. You have to desire it, you have to want it, and it's for all believers, you know. And there's a difference between a calling. God put a call upon your life, and a difference between the spiritual gifts. A lot of people are manifesting the spiritual gift and they believe it's the calling. So that's not the calling, it's the gift that is giving. I mean, so there's a difference between the call that God placed upon your life and the gifts that can be given, that can be released. And one of the things, once you have the desire for those gifts, you are able to have, you are able to get impartation from a man of God or a woman of God, that the desire that you're searching for, the gift that you're looking for. So therefore, you will be able to get that gift from that particular man of God. There's so many spiritual gift that is available for us as a believer. You have the gift of prophecy, the gift of the word of knowledge, the gift of wisdom, the gift of discerning. You have so many, the gift of giving. There's so many, about 12 I would say, the gifts that God released to us. Now the question is, can a believer or someone that received the gift and all of a sudden, you know, disconnect themselves with Christ and they don't want to serve the Lord anymore, can that gift still operate? Yes, that gift can still operate, because once God released the gift, it's for you. It's done. He's not going to take it back. You know, yes, the relationship with Christ is disconnected. Yes, you know, that deep, you know, intimacy is not there anymore. You no longer, you know, but you can use the gift. The gift is still there, and some people use it for evil. Some people use it to do their good. You know, they forget about God and they use it for their own benefit. So, but I want to tell you that the spiritual gifts are there to help one another. It's to help one another to live in this world. You know, some of the gifts that we have is to help each other. You see, the gift of prophecy is there to change people's life. It's a benefit, you know, God gives to us. You see, the word of knowledge, all discerning, the gift of discerning. If you don't have that, you will be manipulated all the time. If you don't have that discerning, the gift of discerning, discernment. So it's very important for you to want those gifts. And I know some people may say, well, oh yeah, one gift that that is so important. A lot of churches that don't have it is the gift of tongue. A lot of people are like, what is the gift of tongues? It's very important to have that. You know, deliverance is made in the gift of tongues. You know, you are able to see clearly spiritually with the gift of tongue. There's a lot of things that the gift of tongues can do for believers, you know. So one thing I want to say to all who's here, that the gifts are not limited. It's not for this pastor, it's not for this prophet, it's not for this minister. It's for all believers. Okay, it's for all believers, and I'm going to talk to all of you more about it so you can understand it. And it's very important to get it. It is. It's very important to get it, to desire it, you know. And some people, they function in the gift. Some ministers, let's say, if they're a minister and they would minister more on the healing, that's the desire. So they increase more in the gift of healing. You will find that whenever they minister, the function where their function will be more in the healing. But that doesn't mean that they don't have the gift of, you know, prophecy. That doesn't mean that they don't have it. They may not manifest it, but the desire that they want is the healing part, the miracle, signs and wonder part. That's the desire. So the desire that they want, it's released. And you will find other people who wishes not a prophet but prophesies. So the gift that they desire is prophecy. They want it, and you see that they increase more, they function more on it. And you might think they're a prophet, but they're not. But it says that all can prophesy. You hear that? So not, and then not all are pastors, not all are prophets, not all evangelists. So therefore you need to know where God placed you, where God calls you to be. So this is what I want to share with all of you guys that's listening, and hopefully that you learn something. I'll talk more about it. So most of the time we don't understand. It says my people perish because of lack of knowledge. We need to understand what God wants us to do in this moment. And God is going to raise up a body of believers to do his work through prophecy, through the prophetic. The prophetic is rising. I'm telling you, the prophetic, you who in the prophetic ministry, God is calling some of us to move in his kingdom, and as well financially. He is rising a lot of a body of believers to be financially be stable. So this is what I see that God is going to do, and some of us are really going to walk into their destiny this year. And one thing I know, that Jesus is coming. Be connected. Have the relationship with Christ. Love him as much as you can. Stay in his presence. Never give up. Stay with God, and he will direct your path. All right, thank you, and have a blessed day. And I keep you in prayer. If you need prayer, contact me and I will do so. So my time to go to pray, and I see you. Be blessed. Bye.